not even going to lie to you guys. This video is actually really hard to make because my previous video that just came out about Demolition Man is doing so well, and so many people are responding well to it. And that video was about a okay 4K. I spent the whole video just talking about Blu-ray is fine, all this stuff. And here I am today to talk about a 4K that I think is absolutely just out of this world amazing. So I'm a little conflicted, but at the same time, I don't have the Blu-ray. This is a first-time watch for me. From Beyond, from 88 Films. I've never seen this movie. I've never seen the Blu-ray. I've never seen the DVD. Never seen the movie. So my first experience watching this is on 4K. And I've got to say, I think this is one of the best transfers I've ever seen for a movie, especially because it's an 80s movie. So the one question I get asked a lot, as soon as I posted this on Instagram, and I know I'm going to get comments on it, so I actually reached out to 88 Films and asked. That's why this video is coming out a little later, because I was waiting for that. But is this the same transfer as Vinegar Syndrome? Because I get asked that a lot. Vinegar Syndrome released From Beyond, I think in 2023, I think. So over a year ago, probably almost 2 years ago, actually. Never got it. No, I think it was last year. Never got it because I hated the artwork on Vinegar Syndrome. I still think that's some of the worst artwork I've ever seen. It's too noisy. It's too messy. But ironically, the reason I got this one was because of the artwork. I think this artwork that 88 Films did is some of my favorite artwork of this whole year. Now, I haven't done my best artwork of the year yet, but this is on the list. Just spoilers. So you do get this box set. So it's very much similar to the American Pie one, except you don't get a book. You got this gloss right here, but you get this dope artwork front and back. And what I love about it is the artwork on the inside too. Like, artwork wins all around for this movie. This 4K, I've only seen a 4K transfer from the 80s one other time that just like blew me away, and that was the Poltergeist. I got the Poltergeist earlier this year, and that transfer was just like, wow, like I get why people were talking so good about it. And a lot of 80s transfers, they're kind of hit or miss on 4K. Mostly good. I haven't seen too many bad 80s 4Ks, but I've seen a lot that are just kind of like, they're okay. They're good. Like Elvira. The Elvira 4K, I think, was just okay. You know what I'm saying? But this 4K... Now, if you have the Vinegar Syndrome one, you're probably good. But I know that box set sold out. So with this one from 88, you do get new, to me, much better artwork. And you get a bigger disc. So this is on a 100 gigabyte disc, where Vinegar Syndrome's is on a 66 gigabyte disc. So I talk about disc size on here, big disc energy. Take that for what you will. It matters to some people. It doesn't matter to others. It's not really going to affect anything, but let's talk about the movie. So, like I said, this is a first time watch for me. And I think because I just saw The Substance, I was really getting into this body horror kind of thing with like trying to find newer films that I've never heard of before. And I was skeptical about this movie. I really was, because Reanimator didn't really do it for me. I've only seen Reanimator once, and this was years ago, so I don't even remember it. I know a 4K just got announced, but I was never that huge of a fan. I don't remember it, so I'm more excited to revisit that after revisiting this. After seeing this movie for the first time. But Stuart Gordon, who's the director, also did a movie that I saw this year, which is one of the worst things I have ever seen. I forgot the name of the movie. I'll put it up here. It's like a space futuristic cowboy kind of movie, like a star. I don't know. It was It was bad with Steven Dwarf and I think Dennis Hopper. It was not good at all. So I was really skeptical about this, but I was talking to my friend Chase at AVA Pop Culture, and I was showing him like, "Hey, look what's coming out from '88. Like this artwork looks amazing." He goes, "Dude, you will love From Beyond." I was like, "Really?" So I got it, and I loved it. I love the movie. Like I've watched the movie 5 times in the past week since I got it. It's like just fun. I just love the practical effects. The practical effects hold up so well in it. And seeing this for the first time on 4K was like 80s movies can look really good on 4K. Now, like I said, I don't have the Vinegar Syndrome release, so I can't compare it's to me it's apples to apples. If they're the same transfer, it's just this one is on 100 gig and that's on a 66, so the compression is probably a little bit better on this one. I will say I think the only thing the Vinegar Syndrome one has is like a 2-hour documentary or something different, but I can't deal with that artwork. I can't. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like this artwork, I don't even want to put in the shelf. I want to just put this on the top shelf for display. It's so good. And it's got a poster inside. I may just hang the poster up or something. And I usually don't hang posters up. But if I was to nitpick anything about this package, because I'm kind of praising it a little bit. If I was to nitpick anything, the spine. They put 88, and I'm not a big stickler about this. I honestly don't care that much, but I know collectors who do. I know collectors who collect numbers or who organize their collection by like labels. I'm not really to that point yet, but they put the label at the bottom. My only thing with that is, so I've been recently really getting into 88 films, especially. They put out one of my favorite movies ever, American Pie. So, and this is one of the best transfers I've seen in a while. Like, I did a side-by-side to show you that this one really looks like they turned the lights on this movie. The best viewing experience. And I have every fucking version of this movie. But I've been, like, really getting into 88. Like, I have a very small collection. I just discovered them this year, really. But all their spines that I have the 88 at the top, right? It's a little out of focus. And then this one is at the bottom. That's my only small, stupid, super collector, like, nitpick. And I say that because, like, arrows, you know, they all have them at the top right here. Vinegar Syndromes, they all kind of have them at the bottom and everything. So, but I don't keep mine all together. I'm not going to keep all my 88s together. I'm not going to keep all my arrows together. At least right now, I'm not. But I know collectors who do. So that's my only little nitpick, is that it's at the bottom and not the top. Very small, stupid nitpick. But I want to show... I can't do side-by-sides because I don't have another previous version to get this from. I was going to maybe look for the Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray is... I think Shout did a Blu-ray. So this has been released a number of times. Shout did a Blu-ray. Vinegar Syndrome did a 4K. Now 88's doing a 4K. I was going to try to find the Blu-ray to kind of show before and after, but because the 4K's been out for so long and there's so many other reviews with that, I didn't want to do that. Plus, I didn't want to spend the money on the Blu-ray that I'm never going to watch. So I'm just going to show you stills as I talk about this because, dude, I don't know what film stock they used, but the skin tones and the eyes really got me. Like, the eyes pop. Barbara Cranston's eyes just pop in this. Like the way it separates the eyes and the skin tones and the lips blows me away. Like, I was hooked from this beginning scene with this little old lady, the little nosy lady across the street, when she calls, and he's like, damn, that looks really good. And this is a movie from the 80s that I've never heard of. This isn't a big budget movie. I'm assuming this is like a little indie horror film from the 80s. But I mean, the practical effects honestly are like Thing level. Like, if you like The Thing, if you like The Substance, and you've never seen From Beyond, check out From Beyond. Barbara Cranston's famous like dominatrix scene in the Red Room, bro. I'm gonna tell you a secret. You can see downstairs on this 4K. Like I I just noticed it. I was like, no way, no way. The scene when she stands up, and it's right at the bottom of the frame, but her panties are off to the side. I don't want to say the word, but you can see some lips down there. That's all I'm gonna say. Vulgarness aside. But yeah, you can see it. The main thing people talk about this movie also is the colors. The pink, the reds, when they turn the is it the rejuvenator, the machine on? Yeah, the colors pop. But I'm sure the colors popped on every version of this movie you've ever seen. But like I said, this is my first time seeing it on this format in general. So to me, it was like, wow. But those weren't even the biggest standouts to me. I like with color, so I know what color does to an image. That's why I like lighting with colors. The hard part for a movie for me is when you get natural colors right. Like the scene when she's in a hospital, there's a scene. So the way the story goes, it's very Poltergeist. It all mostly takes place in a house, and then so it's like there's only two sets: the hospital, the house, and then go back to the hospital, then they go back to the house, you know. But the scene at the hospital really just like it impressed me. Even the scene with Barbara Cranston running down the hallway in this blue robe she has in a white hallway. I'm like, that pops. That looks really good for just being a white hallway. And part of me wants to just be like, oh, the transfer. I don't know if there's a recolor grade to this. I don't really have any other information on the restoration process. But the way films were back then, like film stock was an important thing. Like I know we get into, and I talk about this, colors too dark, colors too muted, colors too this. Back in the day, film stock had a much different coloring process on skin and colors than modern digital cameras do today. So that's one of the reasons I love watching these like 4K restorations from the 90s. Guys, like one of my favorites is Pulp Fiction 4K. The colors just pop, and it's a film stock thing. It's not really a color grade or an HDR or anything. It's the film stock they use that really helps boost those things. And I think what they did in this movie, it really shines. Like just the normal scenes without the colors. Yes, the colors look great when they're blown out in pink and blue and the machine's on and all these beautiful vibrant colors. That's great. But just the normal day-to-day scenes when they're sitting at a kitchen table look absolutely gorgeous. This is probably, I would say, blind buy favorite of the year. Like the movie I've never seen before that I just got because the artwork, which is very rare to do. You just buy something for the artwork and you're just like, I'll take a chance on it. I feel like I won this one with this one. One of my new favorite horror movies. I will watch this yearly now. And probably one of my favorite artworks of the year, which is kind of crazy because this is the second 88 film 4K that I have this year that blew me away. First was American Pie. You've seen the video. I really did a side-by-side to show like this was great. And now with this one, now granted it's not the same, it's not a new transfer, but it is on a bigger disc. And like I said, I was not going to pay. I think the Vinegar Syndrome box set right now is going for $100 on eBay. This is like, I forget how much this is. It's like 30 quid. I think it is a UK, so region free 4K. You can watch this on any player if you get the 4K. The Blu-ray it comes with is region locked though. I want to say all of their Blu-rays are region locked. The American Pie is region locked. They're region locked. But I can't show the back of that. I got 11 Days, 11 Nights this year. I'm going to go into some other 88 films in another video, but this is region free. So they do tell you if it's region locked or region free or anything. They're pretty good at that. But yeah, guys, if you don't own From Beyond, I would say give it a chance if you're into that kind of movie. Like I said, I had just watched The Substance, so I'm like really into this like body horror thing right now. I need to get it's making me want to get the Thing on 4K. I have the Thing on Blu-ray, but it's making me want to get it on 4K because I keep hearing that's like an amazing 4K. But again, it's one of the things. I have the Blu-ray, so I haven't been in a rush for it. Picture quality wise, guys, this shined. Like I think it's one of the best transfers I've seen this year, even though it is kind of an older transfer. It's new to me. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. I know I don't really talk horror very much. I know if you've watched my horror collection video, anything, I've even been called out in the comments, like, you're very mainstream horror, bro. Like, I am. When it comes to horror, I'm not really niche into that. This is probably as niche as I get, but I really liked it. And it's making me want to experiment more with these kind of movies. So if you have any suggestions for body horror movies, I'm really into that right now. Let me know in the comments below, like, not just body horror, but like these like 80s weird artistic kind of movies. Because like I said, even if I didn't like the story, I would still put this on in the background without audio just to watch the visuals because it looks that good to me. Same with like 2001 and Blade Runner. I can't watch those with audio, guys. I like those movies, but they are boring as shit. But they are just so beautiful to look at. This is kind of the same, but I really like the story. And it's really got me into Barbara Cranston, which is like, where's Chopping Mall on 4K? I don't know. That's a video for another discussion. Please leave me some recommendations in the comments below because I want to find more movies like this.